The prison system is broken.
Look, listen to this.
A government that decides to build a huge, expensive hole in the ground. And when it's digging that huge, expensive hole, it doesn't care what it costs. It doesn't care what else is involved. It just keeps on digging.
And now to who you apparently shouldn't be listening to. The big bad Joe Rogan's talking about an ex-inmate who'd done 17 years prison, and his mate that he's speaking to helped him out.
Yeah, good for you, man, for doing that. That's really awesome that you did that. Because I know you're busy as shit. Like, you having another project on your plate, not fun, probably. That's awesome.
That one was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, but not fun to take something else on. I mean, I'm sure you.
Yeah, but it was a very entertaining diversion from, from my other. I could bitch about my other job, right? Bitch about something on Landman or whatever, and then, I'm going to sit down. Oh, we're right. The prison system is broken.
So we have, in one breath, we've got massive government corruption, and in that massive state government corruption, they literally spent years trying to cover that corruption, spent years. One day, what'll happen is the email after email after email will get released and written in a book, possibly like a travel guide to being a whistleblower in Victoria, corrupt Victoria, and you'll be able to see, because it'll all be documented by themselves, dates, emails, dates of news stories, emails, and you will just see how big a fool the Victorian public, and no doubt the Australian public, has been taken for by corrupted members of the government, high level. They're sitting there blaming Mick Gatto this, Mick Gatto that, Mick Gatto here. We're talking about 15 billion. They're talking about 5,000 went here, 10,000 went there. Where's the 15 billion, Jacinta? And all these people in the higher offices of the Victorian government, including the heads of the IBACs and whatnot, who are, in my eyes, pretending to be doing something about the corruption, literally just pretending to go through the motions. Oh, this is out there now. We're going to have to, because it is out there, well and truly out there. The corruption is through the roof in Victoria. And here they are just going through the motions with smart-ass remarks about it digging a hole. It just keeps digging. Are you kidding? And the mainstream media just yeah. Why isn't Four Corners on it? Why isn't SBS on it? Why is it... Here's one for the tinfoil hat fraternity. Why is it the left-wing paper is doing the reporting? Why? Is it because they're hey, it's okay, we got this, we got this, but they haven't really got it? They're just delivering what they want you to hear, maybe? Controlling it, pretending to be doing something, when they're not really doing something? I don't know. You tell me. We'll see in the future. But I can assure you of one thing. Mick Gatto would not be in this position that they allege he is in if the politicians and the government and even some segments of the corrupted media, some segments of the corrupted police, all did not allow it to happen. Remember that. The corruption in Victoria is ingrained, deep-seated corruption. Sadly, it goes back to the early 2000s. It goes back to that 2007. Picture this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. 2007, I've said this before and I'll say it again. They built an entire prison unit in anticipation for the corrupt figures that the 2007 OPI investigation was going to expose. An entire prison unit. They even built it, get ready, fact, with larger prison cells, because corrupt police and government workers are going to do their time harder. This is all fact. It was in Port Phillip. It's either Charlotte or Salamander. I forget which one, but one of those later units was built in Port Phillip prison in concrete. There's no getting around it. It's even got bigger cells, so it's all there. Was built in anticipation for the 2007 OPI investigation, which was going to expose all manner of corruption. What happened was they ended up doing similar to what they're doing here. Oh, there's corruption everywhere. Oh, better get the Age onto it. Hey, can someone get Barry from the Herald Sun to write a bit of an article? Better get Tom Elliott to call that out for a bit. And they ran all these things. They built the prison unit. Then what did they do? They did not allow that 2007 OPI investigation to run. Now, what that then leads to, it's like, yeah, so what? Oh, well, they didn't run it, you know. But what happened to all the corrupt people? They were allowed to continue on. There's 75 to 150 odd people for a whole prison unit. Now, say it's 75, say it's 50. There's 50 high-ranking, either detectives, unit management, high enough level government figures, all allowed to continue on doing what? Creating a culture of corruption and look the other way. And she'll be right, we all eat. We'll all have an eat here. The guy in that 60 Minutes report, there's an ex-Purana guy who would be aghast. He would be aghast to see organised criminals from those days and the mock bells, and he would be aghast. He's busted his chops getting mock bell and Mick Gattos and all this stuff, and then he's let down by politicians. Are you kidding? And why? Because the corruption is that ingrained. It is that, and half of the problem is because we allowed corrupt police, the culture setters. We never exposed that 2007 OPI investigation to run its course, leading to a culture of corruption and looking the other way, just waiting, just poised, ready for woke to come along. And woke comes along, oh, they just need a cuddle. You know, they just need a cuddle. And while the do-gooders are giving the cuddle, the corrupt scumbag segment are pickpocketing them. And that is as simple, as complicatedly simple as what has happened to the once beautiful Victoria. And there are people now pretending to be calling it out, pretending to be aghast, oh gee, you know, they were all there. The 3AWs, the mainstream medias, the magistrate papases, the whole lot, they were there 8 years ago. Have we changed? No, they were all there and they're all like, oh gosh, you know, oh gee, now they've taken my money. I mean, I was telling you 8 years ago that the corruption was through the roof. Oh yeah, but like it didn't involve our money. Our taxes weren't involved, you see. I mean, yeah, our taxes, like that player, you did it to yourselves. The mainstream media who was sitting there like, yeah, you see how they stole our money? They stole our money. You did it. You did it to yourselves. You know as well as I do. You were front and centre in some of the corruption cover-ups. Oh,